What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we're back with something crazy. We've got about 6 million zombies and trolls on the battlefield here. 4,000 trolls really, and that leaves about 6 million zombies. And they are surrounding every World War II US unit here. So they are staggered in their defense strategically. Shotgunners in the front. Then we've got flamethrowers behind them with Shermans. And finally, we have SMG troopers and shotgunners mixed together in the middle section here, and that is, sort of repeated on the other side as well. It is going to be a massive battle with a lot of losses for both sides, I'm sure, but it should be awesome. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to hit 500k by the end of the year, and comment down below who you think is going to win, the trolls and the zombies, or the US Army, baby. Let's get into it. Alrighty then, gamers, here we go, pressing start right here, and the US forces waste no time spamming out some fire. Those SMG troopers do have the range to hit units from afar, and the shotgunners have these units coming into their range now too, so they can also start firing, and the trolls get right up in there and already start taking swings. That is the power of the trolls, man. These things will get up there and start killing units without fail in a matter of seconds, but now they are starting to die out as they take more and more damage from the US Army. So these guys are carving into the very, very early units here, but it's probably not going to be too worrisome for the entirety of the battle, as they will start to weaken and eventually all go down. Well, hopefully. we say hopefully. This other side of the battlefield over here also has similar things happening, similar events with US shotgunners in the very front here getting pretty much butchered by the trolls. However, the Shermans are taking nice, decent pot shots at them. That should do a lot of splash damage to a whole lot of trolls at once. And of course, there's the flamethrowers behind here that will also be able to do a lot of damage to these trolls too. It actually seems like the right side, for some reason here, is holding out a lot better than the left. Like, a lot better. I don't know if that has to do with the position, or maybe there's less trolls going over on that area. I'm not sure, but here comes the flamethrowers. Yeah, baby, burning up these trolls and actually getting a number of troll kills right off the rip here. These flamethrowers have been balanced to be not too overpowered or anything like that, and a more functional unit than anything. We've had the flamethrowers be overpowered in other battles. However, slowly over time, we've dumbed them down a bit so that way they're not too overpowered at any given moment. So they are doing their flame on over here against the trolls, as well as it seems like a few unlucky zombies who came a little too close and caught some of that spray. Is the same thing happening over here? Indeed is, and quite badly. The trolls already up to the Shermans over on this side of the battlefield. Holy cow! This side went down so quickly. What is up with that? The other side's surviving so much better than this side. Both sides have the exact same number of units on them, so I'm not entirely sure. Right now it is saying that the US soldiers only have about 42,000 kills, but we know that's not true because the zombies and trolls are down to 5.1 million soldiers from their starting 6 million. And the reason for that is sometimes things like the flamethrowers as well as the Sherman explosions will kill zombies and trolls and things like that, but it doesn't count as a kill towards the kill count because it's technically decided to be an environmental kill or whatever. So it doesn't go towards the kill count, but it does technically count as a kill, if you catch my meaning, if you're catching my drift there. So that's why, the US force has technically gotten 1 million kills, but is only sitting at 50,000 kills total right now. Either way, these flamethrowers still managing to stay in the game quite nicely here. They obviously have much more work to do, just getting a little zoom out on all these boys out here. Actually, what's kind of cool is to see, Sherman shots must be hitting all the way out here, not to mention some SMG shots do manage to find their way out here too. So there's actually quite a number of dead zombies littering the battlefield all the way back here, which is kind of crazy. Like, look at this. Zombies all the way back here. Meanwhile, the battle's going on over here. So just a really long range for those guys, which is kind of cool. This is definitely the weakness in the U.S. lines over here, is this side of the battlefield, where even a couple of Shermans have ended up exploding here. Sadly, they do not leave bodies behind when the Shermans explode. They just kind of poof into dust, but we do have a number missing. There you go, there's a Sherman exploding right there. It's a little bit anticlimactic, and I really wish it left some sort of wrecked tank or something, but it doesn't. So the trolls are actually getting close to just hitting the very center lines here. And here we go. Oh, they actually don't do any damage there. They managed to take those trolls out pretty nicely, and it looks like the rest of the trolls and zombies are going to go for the Shermans over here instead, and try and wipe those things out. You know, it's going to be tough here from the U.S. going forward. Luckily, this side seems to be doing a lot better, which is very, very nice for the U.S. forces. But this side over here is getting kind of crushed. So this is definitely the weakness that could result in the rest of the battlefield collapsing over time here if we're not too careful. This could definitely destroy a lot of the remaining U.S. forces just from these guys coming through and working their way backwards. Even though this side is holding up, if the other side becomes too crippled, that's it. That's the end of it, baby. Either way, I did want to let you guys know that episode 2 of Army Men War Stories is going to be coming out on my podcast, hopefully today. I'm working on recording it. It's all written and stuff like that. I had a few questions about it in a comment section the other day, and I just want to let you know, still working on it. Just takes me a little bit of time to write it and then narrate it and all that good jazz. So don't worry, it will be coming out. You can go check out Professor Daily, where I upload those, or my Anchor podcast in the description below if you want to give them a listen. They're pretty fun to make, and it seems like people have been enjoying them a good bit. Either way, we do have the trolls still coming forward, and they're about to defeat the final 2 Shermans over here. Those things probably will not last much longer, and there we go. There's one more down. Let's watch this last one over here eventually go down, because it surely will, as it's getting beaten the heck out of right now by just a plethora of troll units. They are just smacking this boy. Hey man, the longer it lives, the better, because it means more trolls are going to die in the process here. So, you know, just stay alive, be a distraction, and you're all okay in my book, baby. Either way, it looks like the U.S. has a total of 1.5 million kills now, as the trolls and zombies only have 4.5 million troopers left alive. How is this Sherman still alive? This is impressive. This troll is literally pushing it backwards. You know, push it back there to safety. Oh no, it died. Okay, there we go. This side is now officially down to their last troopers over here defending, and already we can see some holes in the lines forming. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all, but this side is still doing pretty well. So why don't we go ahead and do our first time lapse over here, and be sure to, you know, keep an eye on the numbers at the top right throughout this time lapse, because it can always be very telling as to how this battle is going. But yeah, let's do a time lapse over here of this side, since it is the most damaged side, and the side I think could be the folly of this entire battle. Still, 4.18 million zombies and trolls left alive, and only 13,500 U.S. soldiers left alive. Let's see what ends up happening here, baby. Alright boys, so kind of crazy to watch this mountain slowly grow as more and more zombies attack. I think that's going to make for a really, really cool time lapse. I'm super excited to see it. Also, notice how there's still shotgunners up here sniping from above, which is kind of cool. I really, really like that. Either way, it does seem as though the U.S. soldiers are going to end up winning this thing. I mean, this side still has Shermans and flamethrowers left alive, which is crazy. This side is so good. Such a good defense over here. And look at the body piles, man. Absolutely nutty. Nutty. There's still about 130,000 zombies left alive. It looks like more. Like, it looks like a lot more. We sure that's not 1.3 million? No, 130,000. So, obviously, the U.S. soldiers are going to end up winning this thing. And they managed to clutch it up at the very end here. I mean, the zombies and the trolls were sort of beating them back over this way a good bit, but they just weren't able to get enough swings off, enough powerful swings off to really kill the remainder of these U.S. soldiers over here. And then this side just held out so well during the entire thing that it didn't even really matter, you know? This side would not have fallen, and then they could just turn around and help out these boys over here, but these boys did finally manage to sort of get a grip by the very end of this battle and make a smidge of a comeback here, which is really pretty cool. I have a feeling a lot of people were going to assume that the U.S. soldiers were going to lose this thing outright just due to the fact that there are so many trolls on the battlefield. I think a lot of people really think that the trolls just win any battle, even against range units, but obviously that's not the case. And even with this, with 4,000 trolls on the battlefield, which is a lot of trolls, they just weren't quite able to make it happen. So either way, we're going to let this one finish up here eventually. Wait, maybe it is... Wait. Maybe it is 1 million. Okay, I think there are 1 million zombies and trolls still alive. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know why I was having trouble reading those numbers at the top right. I'm an idiot. I think there is still 1 million left alive. So either way, we're going to let this play out, and then I think we're going to try this same defense, but against like 1 million trolls or something like that, just for fun. So let's go ahead and let this battle play out. US is definitely going to end up getting a dubski here, but we got to see this same battle, but with just trolls, to see if the US defense is still going to be as powerful as it was in this one. Either way, let's do another time lapse of this, just for well, I don't think it'd be that cool actually to watch a time lapse of this, so maybe not. Yeah, there's no real cool place to watch a time lapse for here, so we'll just go ahead and let this play out, and I'll be back. Alright gamers, so that's about it for this battle here. Did end up with 12,855 soldiers left, and the zombies apparently have 747. I think they're stuck somewhere over here or something like that. Either way, let's rack up some troll kills now. Alright, here we go. We've got about 2 million trolls versus the exact same army setup here for the US Army. And the trolls are coming in and coming in hot. I don't really expect the US Army to win this one. 2 million trolls is a little bit much, but it'll at the very least be interesting to see how many kills they can end up getting, and if they come even close, I suppose I would be pretty happy with this battle, because I do not expect big things. Right now they do have 80 kills, but the trolls are actually outpacing them in numbers of kills, which is kind of funny, considering the trolls are the ones attacking. But here we go, actually the US troopers about to pass them, and they do pass the trolls in number of kills. There you go. 240-ish dead trolls, 234 dead Americans right here, so, it's something. It certainly do be something. I think that there will be a large number of dead trolls. I'm going to guess by the end of this battle, I'm going to be optimistic and say 20,000 dead trolls. And I think that is pretty optimistic. I think that is an optimistic estimate. And I think all the Americans die. I think the Americans get 20,000 kills, and then they just end up losing the battle. That's my best guess. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think is going to end up happening. Do you think that's possible? Right now, the trolls are at 650-ish deaths. Americans are at about 570-ish deaths. So it would almost be like 1 kill per American on the battlefield. So that's just my guesstimate here. We'll just have to see what ends up happening. It could very easily just have a terrible, terrible time. You know, the U.S. just gets clobbered, and the trolls are, you know, just dominate. And they're already at the flamethrowers now, which are scorching them pretty good there, which is cool. Why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse, like, let's do this side, because this side's a little bit stronger. Let's do this side this time. We'll do a time lapse over here, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright gamers, so I let this run for a hot second, and it seems like the trolls are right now just bashing in the skulls of the last of those troopers there. There's a number of troopers still up here, and I think the trolls can glitch their way up. At the very least, zombies can glitch their way up here. Oh yeah, and the trolls definitely can, because you can see trolls are up here. They glitch their way up to these ramparts, so it's only a matter of time before the trolls glitch their way up here as well. And look, they're already doing it and smashing the brains in of a lot of these U.S. soldiers. The U.S. soldiers did get about 20,000 kills, so I was just about on the money there. Let's go! The last of these U.S. soldiers will, of course, end up dying slowly but surely here against the trolls. But, you know, hopefully they can get a couple more kills, maybe? I'm guessing not many, because there's just not a lot of U.S. soldiers here to get kills on these trolls anymore. But at least it's very, very difficult right now for the trolls to get up to the U.S. soldiers. So there's that going for them. Let's go ahead and do one last time lapse for good old time's sake of these guys right here. Alright gamers, so it seems like the trolls are actually having trouble glitching their way up here. Every once in a while, one or two of them does get up there, but you also see the total kills for the Americans is not going up at all, because there's so few of them. It's really hard to deal enough damage to even kill one troll, and of course there's 2 million trolls left alive. So I think those trolls eventually, it could take like hours, even days, for them to glitch all of them the way up there and kill the Americans, but it will happen. And the Americans certainly aren't going to be able to kill all the trolls before that happens, and it's pretty boring to watch them glitch up. So I think I'm going to end the battle here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy. Please be sure to hit the like button if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.